Off you go.
Thanks, James. Hi, we're here talking about vocational higher education outside the universities. I'm Bill Esmond and I teach at a college, and we're coming to you from Chesterfield College, where my colleague here is doing her placement for the University of Derby's teacher training programme.
I am. Yes, I'm Tracey, as you all know. I'm a PGC student at the Derby Uni, but I also did my foundation degree here, and I also did my top up for my BA honours here as well. So I think that's why Bill's asked me to come in and have a chat with you about it, isn't it?
It's certainly one of the reasons. Really, we're going to talk this morning about what higher education in colleges is all about, why is it different, and what does that mean for teachers and people who want to teach in college environments. I think because now the government, like governments internationally, is concerned to have more higher education programmes taught in colleges. They've been going on, by the way, for over 100 years. It's nothing new, but they're trying to build these up at the moment, so there may be opportunities for people coming into teaching careers to teach at levels that maybe they didn't even expect to. And I think that's true of a lot of people who teach in higher education in colleges. But first of all, I wanted to ask you, Tracey, you studied higher education in college. What was it like?
I don't really have any uni experience apart from obviously the Derby PGC to compare it with. But it was nice. It was a relaxed atmosphere. It was very, I don't know, there was a lot of, it depends on the teacher, I think, the teaching assessments, that kind of thing, and the methods that were going on. But it was nice, it was relaxed. Obviously it was cheaper. But compared to friends that were at uni, they had different experiences. When they were at uni, they had a lot bigger classes, whereas when I did it here, we had 20 in a class compared to a lecture theatre with hundreds. Obviously they moved to cities, that kind of thing, so they had that experience as well, which you suppose you don't really get. Not everybody, but I think if you do HE and FE, then I think you're more likely to stay at home, that kind of thing, rather than go out and move away and things like that for accommodation and things.
So you picked up on one of the key differences about higher education, which is that up to now it's been quite a small scale experience, a more intimate experience, if you like. Students know who their tutors are and where to find them if they've got a problem.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that's been attractive in the past.
Yeah.
If higher education colleges becomes bigger, however, maybe it won't be that kind of small scale.
Yeah.
And if you look at what's happened internationally with different kinds of non-university higher education, in some countries where higher education outside universities is quite big, like in the United States, then classes are bigger.
Yes.
And it's a very different experience.
Yeah.
But that's certainly an important aspect of higher education in college.
Yeah.
That has attracted people to it.
Yeah, it's the personability, so you can, if you've got a problem, you can go straight to who's teaching that thing. There's no issues about maybe time and things like that. You can email them, or you know where their office is and things like that. So that's quite good.
Now, what about the people who are on your course? You're kind of pretty traditional sort of person, Tracey. You did A-levels, you could have gone to university.
Yeah.
Some of the other people on your course, though, had very different educational backgrounds. You did a foundation degree with a lot of people who had done BTEC Nationals vocational courses at level 3, so maybe they weren't as well prepared for higher education as you were. And then when you did your final year, you were with some people who had a lot of really interesting work experience and knew quite a lot about the subject we were studying from a practical point of view, but maybe didn't have your academic level or background or training. So what was that like?
To be fair, I think it was dealt with quite well, because we had where we learned the fundamentals of business, and those that have done obviously the BTEC knew a lot more about it than I did personally, but it set the background of everything that we're going to go through. And we also had work experience as well, so I think that helps. I went to the information centre in Chesterfield, and you could relate. I think it was a lot could relate whatever you wanted to a business of your choice. So I think it was a little bit more flexible. If that makes sense.
Okay, so the course was maybe more vocational and more applied in its content than some university courses, although I guess at university you would expect to do some of that kind of thing, wouldn't you?
I don't really know.
Okay. Colleges are generally seen as being closer to the workplace because most of what they do revolves around skills, revolves around teaching people in preparation for work roles. So they tend to have more developed connections with the workplace, so there are opportunities for people to go out and do that.
I mean, we did go to a lot of different businesses and that was really good, which I don't think necessarily you could do in that, obviously with the range of people that go, whether you could do that as part of university, like such small groups.
Okay, that's interesting.